I had lost everything, my dreams, my money, my purpose. The rain poured heavily as I sat alone at the cafe, staring blankly at my untouched coffee. And then he laughed. Not a mocking laugh, not a cruel one, just a deep, knowing chuckle, as if he had seen this all before. I looked up, confused. Sitting across from me was an old man, his face lined with wisdom, his eyes calm yet filled with something I had lost, peace. "Why are you laughing?" I snapped. "Do you think this is funny?" He shook his head. "No, son, but I see something you don't," I scoffed. "And what's that?" He took a sip of his tea before speaking. "Years ago, I stood where you are now, on the edge of a bridge. For the first time, I met his gaze fully. There was no pity, no judgment, just understanding. It was late at night," he continued. "I had lost everything, money, family, purpose. I walked to the highest bridge in the city, convinced that nothing in my life mattered anymore. The wind was cold, the river below seemed endless. I was ready to let go." He paused for a moment, as if reliving the memory. "And then I saw something." I leaned in, drawn into his words. A tiny bird, struggling on the sidewalk below. It was injured, one of its wings broken. It could have given up, let itself be taken by the cold, by the world that didn't seem to care. But instead it fought, it hopped, stumbled, pecked at scraps of food. It didn't sit there, waiting to be saved. It did whatever it could to survive, the old man sighed. And in that moment I asked myself, if this tiny creature refuses to quit, who am I to give up? Silence filled the air between us. The rain outside had softened into a drizzle, as if listening. He leaned forward. "Son, your struggles are not walls. They are doors. You don't need to break them down. You just need to find the key." I swallowed hard, my mind spinning. The old man smiled once more, pushing his empty cup aside. "Are you cursing the rain, or are you learning to dance?" And just like that, he got up and walked away, disappearing into the night, leaving me with the only thing I truly needed, hope. And now I ask you, are you letting life break you, or are you pushing through? If this story meant something to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it, because sometimes all we need is a reminder. Hope is never lost.